ahead in the game.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay. I am so happy that we're able to do this today.
I know. Thank you for reaching out to me. It's so fun to hear from people, even long after an event is over because it brings back, all those reminders of people you met
Uh-huh.
and the
Yeah.
whole experience. So that was fun.
So I'm Red. We met at the book fair at the South Bend Library.
Hmm.
We're going to be discussing Remy's sticky situation today.
Oh, good.
Yeah, this is the one I got from you at the fair.
Yeah.
Um, and this interview will be posted on my YouTube channel, which is called My Red Book Club podcast.
Okay.
I
Thank you.
was no problem. I will send you the link to this interview the day that I'm going to post it on that website, so you can feel free to share it with family, friends, colleagues, and any of your social media platforms and everywhere.
I will definitely do that. Yeah. And if there's anything else I can do, I'll probably take a peek. I haven't checked out your podcast. I kept forgetting the name of it. But now that I know, I can share some of your stuff every now and then too, because you've been doing it quite a while now, haven't you?
Yeah, and then I still have more interviews to post up there. So it is, yeah, I got my
Yeah.
hands full, but yeah, it'll be this interview in particular, like I said, would be up there in July.
Okay. Fun stuff. Thank you.
So, anywho, back to you, my lady. Um, what what is your drive? Why did you want to become an author?
I think I've always enjoyed writing. My mom used to take me to the library when I was just a little girl, and so I pretty much did everything at the library. They'd have like special movies and stuff,
Mhm.
and I would go and then I'd come home with just arms full of books. And then I think I wrote my first book, I guess you want to call it, when I think I was like 8 years old.
Okay.
It was about a something about a family of rabbits and a wicked stepmother. So it was like a Cinderella twist to
Okay.
it, not real original, but I don't have
Something.
it. I don't have it anymore.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, so I went to Bethel University, got my degree in professional writing, and then I went on to get my degree in communication. But writing books, especially when you're starting out, doesn't pay the bills. So I taught at Bethel journalism and marketing for 15 years, and then I went into marketing. So a lot of my writing has been just doing articles and marketing content for nonprofits. Mostly I've worked for nonprofits. But anyway, so I decided I'm still going to write. I finally decided I'm just going to write on the side. So I did. I had 3 books written and then I had them professionally edited by some children's um, authors slash editors. And this was 2022, I believe.
Okay.
These were just stories that were on my mind, and I thought, well, I'm going to give it a whirl. And then my husband and I decided I'd take a year off and actually get them published. Um, but anyways, I can go into that story later. So that's that.
So did you self-publish or is this traditional publishing?
I self-published.
Okay.
I did want to make sure that I did it professionally as much as possible. So that's why I paid for to have it edited by professionals in the field.
Okay.
And then hired illustrators. That's a fun story. I have another book. The first book that came out is called The Wonder of Under.
Okay.
And my family actually surprised me for my birthday. They hired an editor, or not an editor, they hired an illustrator,
Okay.
but she fell through. So my daughter illustrated it and it still turned out beautiful. But
Okay. Well, as long as it worked out, that's all that matters.
yeah, yeah. Pictures are pretty important in a picture book. So
Right. Do you see yourself? Because I noticed a few books that you do have, like you said, The Wonder of Under. I see that on your business card.
mhm.
And then I see Remy Sticky Situation. Sorry, tongue tie.
That's okay.
Remy Sticky Situation. It seems like you're more into like the children's books. Are you prepared or willing to go outside of that? as far as writing goes?
Well, I would love to. Actually, right now, I have a few other children's books that I'd love to get written, one in particular, but I'm working on a middle grade novel for 8 to 12-year-olds. So I
Okay.
am branching out there. I actually hired a writing coach, and she has been amazing. She keeps me accountable, shows me where my weaknesses are, but I think the two best pieces of information I got from her, she helped me realize that I'm a character-driven writer. So
Mhm.
my dialogue is strong, I guess. And the other thing is, I was having an issue with starting a book at the beginning and writing it in chronological order, and I would get so burned out because I'd be like, get 3 chapters in and be like, oh, but I gotta change this, and then I gotta rewrite this, and then 6 chapters out, and like, oh wait, I gotta go back, and then I'd edit and edit and edit, and I'd burn out on it. So she says, well, what's fun to you? What makes it fun to write? And I said, I like writing the big scenes. I said, those are the things that really, she goes, well, write those. She goes, write the big scenes, have fun, and then go back and stitch it together with the other scenes. So, and every writer is different. That just works for me. So,
Yeah, you're a perfectionist.
is that what it is? It very well could be. It very well could be. It wouldn't
Because
surprise
if you
me.
gotta write the chapters and go back and
Mhm.
find every little detail, that sounds like
Yes, it's either perfectionist or I am an overthinker.
uh,
So sometimes I don't know, maybe they're both the same.
and right.
Yeah.
So with the book Remy situation, sticky situation, I love this cover work. This is so I love this for this
Thank
book. So
you.
bright and it's so inviting and stuff. Have you personally had any challenges with raccoons itself?
I haven't, but I will tell you that since I wrote the book, it takes me about 35 minutes to drive to work, and I drive through the country. So when I see a raccoon that's been run over, I feel immediately saddened, thinking, oh, like it's so silly. I know, but you get like attached to your characters, and then but
Yeah.
yeah, I really haven't had the place where I got the story idea was a while back. There was a viral video that went out. It was a raccoon. Raccoons tend to wash their food before they eat them. Oh, they
Mhm.
now they think they do it because it's a sensory thing for their hands. But anyways, this raccoon is washing his cotton candy and it disappears. And he
Mhm.
looks so sad and he's looking for it in the water. And so I don't know, it just kind of stemmed from that. I'm like, I wonder what he thinks happened to it. And so then I made up a
Huh.
story.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So that was my experience with the raccoon, I guess. It wasn't in person, but it was online.
Yeah, makes sense though.
Yeah.
I know the story is written for children. However, could adults benefit from it as well?
Yeah, I think they could. I mean, I think it's one thing to forgive others, but I think it's very humbling. And in Remy's case, and probably some of our cases, it can be embarrassing.
Hmm.
Just humble yourself and ask someone to forgive you and tell them, I was wrong. So yeah, there's a big lesson. There's a big lesson in there.
Okay, I agree with you. Yeah,
Mhm.
there's a lot of similarities. Like, stories are written for children, but you can see how they might
Yeah.
affect an adult in certain situations.
Yeah.
Uh, do you think people should remain friends with someone who accused them of things they did not do?
I think if it hasn't happened before and it seems kind of out of their character and they
Okay.
have forgiveness, I think that, yeah, I do think they should get a second chance. I mean, depending how close you were. I mean, if you weren't that close and you're just like, I really don't need you anyway. But but yeah, I do think people deserve second chances. I once had a student that worked for me when I was at Bethel. Um,
Okay.
and she worked for me for a whole semester and really, didn't do her work. And I thought, well, I'm not going to hire her next time. Well, she called me over the summer and actually apologized to me. And she says, would you give me a second chance? And she worked with me for the next 3 years and she was amazing. And we are still friends after, oh my goodness, for over 20 years, we've been friends. So,
Oh, wow. So
yeah,
in your case, it worked out for the better.
right. The second chances. Yep.
So you believe in second chances?
I do. You know, and it depends on someone's character. I think they're rare that somebody actually shines when you give them a second chance, but maybe that's just me being a skeptic and with experience. Um, yeah, I believe in giving them a second chance, but keep your guard up, because you never know, it
Mhm.
could turn into something beautiful, or you can just get to where you realize this isn't the space I need to be in.
Okay. Do you have any qualities of the raccoon yourself? For example, they have big appetites, they're night owls, they like to chit chat. Do you yourself have any of those qualities?
Well, I don't eat out of dumpsters. So that is
Well, they
not one quality I have. I
right.
do like fair food. I do like cheesy fries and corn dogs and cotton candy. I can take or leave that. No, but I think one of the things I wanted it to do is I have grandkids now, and I just like to use that to teach them lessons. And just I think at the end there too, one of the characters mentions how they know that it has to be hard to apologize. And I think I wanted to get that lesson across, but not make it seem like it's easy. I want them to know that sometimes you have to do the hard things, if you want to keep a good friend. So just
That,
building character, learning that social emotional stuff
yeah.
that kids have to learn.
That-
So that we have to learn.
right. I was gonna say because some adults don't even learn that kept that quality. That
Yeah.
with that being in mind, I'm going to ask you some bonus questions. There's no
Okay.
longer right answer. So whatever comes to mind, just, answer it that
Okay.
way. What animal or pet would you like to have?
Out of the book or
Just
anywhere?
period. Any pet, any animal.
Okay, whatever comes to mind. My goodness, I love so many animals. A horse, I guess. I think they're the most beautiful creatures. I would love a horse.
Oh, really? Why? Why would you want a horse?
They're just beautiful animals. I would love to learn how to draw and paint them, actually. That would be my creative outlet if I could do that, take lessons and learn how to create them. I also like elephants, though, but I don't think that's practical.
And, if you could, but
Yeah,
if
yeah,
if you could just without all the restrictions and all of that, just any animal. So,
yeah,
of course.
yeah.
Did you ever want to learn how to ride a horse?
I have ridden a horse a few times. I don't know. I guess I'm to that age where I don't know if would be extremely comfortable to ride a horse.
Okay, good answer.
I'd be like, oh, that was my back. That was my
Uh,
knee.
right. Oh Lord.
But they're gorgeous.
If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Scotland. I would go to Edinburgh, Scotland, because I probably didn't get that roll right. Edinburgh. That's what my British friend tells me. Edinburgh.
Uh, that's how you pronounce.
Um, yeah, I have some ancestors. If we go back to my genealogy, I've got some ancestors that lived there, and I have on my dad's side, somebody named James Mosman was the royal goldsmith to Queen Mary of Scots. So he fashioned the crown and the scepter that's there at the honors of Scotland at Edinburgh Castle, and I'd love to see that. But Scotland's just beautiful, anyways. So
Okay, that's different. Mm. Do you prefer to sing or dance?
both. I do both at the same time. Yeah. I have to say though, I probably do a lot more singing because songs would just spontaneously pop into my head. And probably 2 or 3 mornings each week, I wake up with some earworm. You know, the earworm is when you get those songs in there and you can't
Yeah.
get them out. And it's like something.
Sandy? Hello, Cindy.
Okay, I think we're back. Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
I don't either. I just had a pop-up say my internet was unstable, so it may have been on my end.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Okay. That's fine. Hold on. Let me make sure that we still are good. Okay. Yeah. You were saying though, I'm sorry.
um, were we talking about earworms still?
Yeah, you were saying how you wake up with a song in your head and then you
Yep. Oh, yeah. And then it's stuck there for the whole day. Yeah. So, and
Mhm.
it usually comes out at work or my husband gets to hear it a lot. And then what's funny is that then he gets the earworm in his ear and it just continues.
Yeah, I just got a domino effect going on.
Yeah, yeah.
And are you currently a part of any book club?
I am a part of a few groups. I'm part of ACFW, which is American Christian Fiction Writers, and also a member of their Kidlit group. So we have that. I'm a member of Right to Ignite, which I used to be in the planning team for, and they cater to Christians who want to write for children. And they have two master classes online
Okay.
every year, and they're really good, and they're only like $79. So I guess that was a promotion. But anyways, so
It's fine. Just
and
let me know
society,
what.
yeah. And the SCBWI, Society of Children's Book Writers and Illustrators. So those and then we have a local one, Michiana Authors. So I have several of them that I juggle.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
get I get different things from each one. So
Okay, all right. I just attended the Michiana Authors one this
did you?
I think it was in May, just to kind of see like what
Okay.
it was about and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
It's a very interesting group, a lot of diverse writers as far as what they write and things. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's kind of nice.
And what book are you currently reading right now?
I am reading, I started, I started rereading a book that I read last year, I think. What is it called? It's part of the Chronicles of the Kings from Lynn Austen. I love historical fiction, and hers actually this series goes back into the Bible with all the kings, like King Hezekiah and King Manasseh and all of those. But it's very rich with character, and she's done her homework and did her digging. So that's what I do to kind of get away from my own writing a little bit. I dive into historical
Okay,
fiction.
okay,
I think
good.
it's called. Oh, never mind. I don't remember the title of it. They got like five
Oh,
books in the series.
would it be like similar to like Lord of the Rings or would it be Braveheart, Troy, something like that in that era?
Um, that era, you mean?
Yeah, like you said, it was historical and the
Oh
king,
yeah.
queens and stuff. So would it be related to like Braveheart, Troy, 300?
No, it goes back farther, even back farther than that.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, it's back. It's so she had to go overseas to visit like Judah and places like that, and she did her
Oh, yeah.
research. Yeah,
Oh,
she did some
yeah.
heavy digging. She's an amazing writer, but yeah, she really brings that period and that culture and each individual character to life. So that
Okay.
would be great to be able to write that way. I guess I could aspire to that, but I'll start
That's
with my
a
little
lot.
middle grade novel.
Those type of books take seem like years to write.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how and she still has so many other books out there. So that's somebody who really can,
Yeah.
just sit
Pro-
and write and
uh,
research. Hmm.
well, that's it for us with the interview. As I
Okay.
said, I would love for you to join. I know you're a part of so many already, but I would love for you to be a part of my book club, which is going to have this interview on there. You just go to Nye Red Book Club Podcast on YouTube.
Okay.
This will be posted on there. You can just subscribe. Once I get all of you guys' books up there, you can pick and choose which book you would like to read out of all the authors so far that I will have.
That's a cool idea. I
Yeah.
really like that.
They don't really have to commit to just one book. You can just
Hmm.
decide what you would like to read and go.
Yeah. And bonus, we could give them reviews too. So that'd be
Yes,
really
of
nice. We could go
course.
online and give them some reviews. So that's a nice little community to have.
I know. So I appreciate your time. I know uh, we've been trying to get back and
I
forth
know.
together and stuff, but hey, we made it happen. That's all that matters.
I know, I know. And I know the first time you emailed me, I don't know if I don't think I got back to you. And I think I get so much spam. I think
Mhm.
you probably have heard that from writers, you know. But
Mhm.
when you mentioned BookCon, I thought, oh, she knows BookCon. She's got to be local. And yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
names don't always click.
Yeah, I don't just stop with the first time. I try to reconnect and reconnect. I feel like what you just said. Sometimes our stuff go to spam. Sometimes we forget.
Mm,
We have lives. I understand. So,
yeah. Well, thank you.
and you're welcome. But
So,
be in touch. Like I said, once I
sure.
post this, I will share the link with you, and you can share it with whomever.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time too. I
You're
appreciate it. And your podcast. I'm gonna look
Thank
it
you.
up.
All right. Have a good evening.
All right, you too. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.